in the running game, I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
Third quarter of a tight football. Come up on a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And that'll be in.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Personal foul. Rubbing captain. Don't walk out here, man.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Watson on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Patterson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt at right hash. Tucker's kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Now a deep ball there on... Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And we're back now here in Cleveland. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just pull that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. He won't go down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Right there, it's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Watson.
Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
Watson to throw.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Potential grounding.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
To throw, Watson.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Watson.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Throwing, Jackson.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Oh, and he'll wind up losing yardage on the play. You cannot have that. And also, 4th down now.
Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Grant. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Watson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Yet another interception.
interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. We need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Cleveland offense making their way out. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's into the for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. But Charles, it's one thing to win.